wasn't nervous when I thought it was me, but now I'm nervous. My sense was intending a good night's rest and then waking refreshed. Can you go through that with me?
Well, the key to sleeping well is releasing resistance. The whole point of being asleep is that when you sleep, you withdraw your consciousness from this time-space reality, which means you stop any resistant vibration, which means your gap closes. That's the benefit of sleeping. It's interesting to watch you. You are source energy, which means you have one vibration going on, and then you're born into this body, and right away there's a gap. And then as that little infant, you sleep and close the gap, and then you wake up and it's wider because there's a lot going on in that little infant life. Your mother worried about you for the last 9 months, and now she's seen you, she's terrified, and so you sleep and close the gap. And then as you spend more time in life, the longer you live, the more you begin to settle into a gap that's wider and wider as you awake during your conscious day, as you find more things to fuss and worry about and push against. But then when you slumber, you close your gap, and then you wake up. When you meditate, you close your gap. So the value of sleep is that it is a changing in your focus, which stops your resistance, which closes your vibration, which causes you to renew with the energy that is your source energy. That's the greatest value of that. So the more in alignment you are through the directing of your thoughts through the day, the less you would find reason to sleep. So when you are fussing and worried about things and then you try to go to sleep, you get that agitated vibration, because that agitated vibration is the opposite of what true alignment and restful sleep is. You see, if you're lying in your bed and you can't sleep, get up. In other words, don't lie there and try to continue sleeping. Get up. But as with everything, any question that you bring to us about anything that you want that isn't going the way you want it to, our answer is always the same. Line up the energy first and then take the inspired action. So anything that you can do to quiet your mind. If you're lying in your bed, find something, fixate on a little dot of light, or the sound of an air conditioner running in the background, or Om to yourself, or focus upon your own breathing. Find something that requires enough concentration that it has your attention and distracts you from the other things you're worried about, and focus upon it. And as you bring yourself into that singular alignment, you'll come into alignment with who you are, and you'll drift easily off to sleep. When you awaken in the morning, you will pick up your vibration right where you last left it. So it is ever so advantageous to soothe yourself as you're going to sleep. We would not lay in bed and watch CNN prior to going to sleep. We'd find something relaxing to think about. We would count our blessings. We would look for things to appreciate. We would activate within ourselves vibrations that resonate with who we really are. We'd find thoughts to appreciate, or as close to it as you can find. But if you're already in despair, you can't find thoughts to appreciate. They're too far apart. So you just have to reach for the best feeling thought that you can find from where you are. That is the recipe for good slumber. The most important thing we want to say to you about your sleep is that you need far less than you think you do. But don't push against whatever sleep you're getting. In other words, if you feel like sleeping, sleep, because that's your source calling you toward that refreshment. So a lot of times we know, especially when things are not going as well as you'd like them to, you yearn for sleep and you try to sleep, and others are critical of you sleeping, but they don't know. No one outside of you knows what's gap closing and what's not. So you sort of have to leave everybody else out of the equation. Good enough?
Thank you.